both give us depth in batting, apart from their bowling, which certainly helps. And like you said, Kuldeep takes the ball away. 50 overs perhaps. I mean, yes, you would ideally want somebody an off spinner, but this gives us the best balance. And the seamers generally bowl a lot in one-day cricket as opposed to T20 cricket. Perhaps you are a little bit more under pressure if you don't have an offie. But no, I think at the moment we are quite happy with the bowlers that we have here.
Ali, just wanted to know that as you have said that KL is doing well at the back end, he is keeping his batting. So are you considering him as the first choice wicketkeeper batsman in this squad?
I mean, look, it's a good headache to have, isn't it? I mean, Ishan played a lovely innings, generally opens the innings. You'd rather have that headache to deal with than not. KL's, you can see KL's record in one-day cricket is fantastic. So when he comes, there will be a conversation, but at least you have two options now who you can pick with. I think eventually the captain coach probably sit down and look at what is best for the team on any given day or required day. But like I said, we are happy to have two options who will fight for a place in the team rather than the other way around.
Yeah, Rohit, the last 2 years been right through T20 events, multi-nation, ICC T20 Dubai, the Ukraine Asia Cup there, they've been to Australia. This 50-over World Cup, how much space does it give you? Are you happy that you're going to play a 50-over World Cup? You a lot of breathing space to think, plan tactically.
Yeah, a 50-over format is a different format altogether, and especially the format itself, where you play 9 league games and then the semis and the finals, which is 11 games. We played that World Cup in 2019, and we know, there's always chance for you to make a comeback if you lose 1 or 2 games here and there. We saw last time around how England made a comeback into the semis and the finals, after losing few games. So it does give you a little bit of extra time to think about your combinations, think about your team's strategy, your plan, what you want to go out there and execute as a group. Wherein T20 format can be slightly different, where you've got only the last year we know we had to beat Pakistan, we had to beat South Africa to qualify into the semis. But this is a different format where you play 9 times against 9 opposition, and then the semis and the finals. So even if you don't start well, there's always a good chance that you can make a comeback into the tournament, which is a good sign, and it is all the same for every team, not just for us. But yeah, to answer your question, yes, it does give you a little bit of breathing space. Yes.
Rohit, last year in November, you actually kind of moved the focus away from T20 and primarily towards one days. Ajit has come in quite late in the plannings. Are you and the rest of the team management happy with the primary squad that possibly you had actually shortlisted in November last year?
Yes, very much. That's the best we could do. We looked at everything, every possible way of getting the right players in. There will be players who will be missed out, but that happens every World Cup. There's no surprises. From beginning, if you see, there is always a disappointment, when some players misses out, but you can only get 15 in, and the talent that we have in India, obviously it's hard. So some of the guys will be disappointed, but it happens. I've gone through it. I know how it is. So you just have to keep your chin up, be ready for the opportunity whenever it comes, and look forward, as simple as that. For us, it was about how we can create a good balance, good all-round options within us. So we looked at everything, and then this is possibly the best 15 we could get.
रोहित भाई, लोकेश फिट हो चुके हैं, वो टीम में शामिल हो जाएंगे. ऐसे में आपके लिए चैलेंज बढ़ जाता है कि किसे बाहर किया जाए? ये वर्ल्ड कप में भी रहने की बात, एशिया कप में भी जो मैचेस की बात रहेगी, कैसे इसको प्लान कर रहे हैं आप?
देखिए, अभी इतना सोचा नहीं है कि कैसे प्लान करना है, बट देखिए मैंने पहले भी बताया ये चीज़ कि ऐसे प्रॉब्लम्स टीम में रहेंगे तो अच्छी बात है, क्योंकि लड़के अगर अपने स्पॉट्स के लिए फाइट कर रहे हैं तो अच्छी बात है। क्वालिटी प्लेयर्स अगर टीम में है तो तुम्हारे लिए चैलेंजेस ज़्यादा बढ़ जाते हैं, विच आई एम वेरी मच अवेयर ऑफ। बट अगेन हम लोग को ये देखना होगा कि फॉर्म में कौन है, ऑपोजिशन सामने की ऑपोजिशन क्या है, और कौन किसका फ़ायदा ज़्यादा हो सकता है, कौन से बैट्समैन का ज़्यादा फ़ायदा हो सकता है। तो ये सब कैलकुलेशन करके जो भी बेस्ट प्लेइंग 11 होगा वो हम लोग खिलाने की कोशिश करेंगे। जैसे मैंने अभी बताया कि अगर कोई मिस आउट होगा तो मिस आउट होगा। आई मीन दैट हैपेंस यार, एवरी टाइम इट हैपेंस। इट इज़ नथिंग न्यू टू टॉक अबाउट कि कोई प्लेयर मिस आउट हो गया है, कोई प्लेयर को मौका नहीं मिला है, और ऐसे अनसर्टनिटीज़। बट ये होता रहता है, ये क्रिकेट में हमने इतने सालों से देखा है कि आपको टफ चॉइसेस करने पड़ते हैं, और टीम के लिए जो भी सही चीज़ है वो आपको करनी चाहिए। तो हम लोग की कोशिश यही रहेगी कि टीम के लिए जो भी सही है उस दिन के लिए हम लोग वो करेंगे।
Rohit, you got good balance in the squad, but when it comes to the final 11, or you want to like the three games that you got like either compromise on batting depth in search of like feeding a very strong bowling attack, or do you have any plans for that? Because from the recent past, when Shardul Thakur has been played at number 8, he doesn't compete with him over for like most of the matches. He's competed only 7 of the 40 matches against the league. So is it about batting depth or bowling depth?
No, it's both.
The recent past, when Shardul Thakur has been played at number 8, he doesn't compete with him over for like most of the matches. He's competed only 7 of 40 matches against the league. So is it about batting depth or bowling depth?
No, it's both. It's both bowling depth and batting depth. We need to create that depth, and that is something that we found that was lacking in our squad, lacking in our team for last few years. So we just wanted to make sure that we get that batting depth somehow. And when you talk about depth of batting, obviously that number 8 and number 9 positions become quite crucial. We saw in the first game here in Asia Cup also, where we fell little short with the bat at the back end, and it shows and it tells you how important that 8, 9, 10, 11's job is. It's not just for them to come out and bowl the opposition, but it is also to contribute with the bat, and it can make a huge difference. Like we ended up getting 265. Another 10-15 runs, if we would have played 50 overs, things could be different. And that is the winning and losing margin, 10-15 runs. So I think we've spoken to the boys, the bowlers especially, how important their role is going to be come the World Cup, and how they need to put their hand up to do the job for the team with the bat as well. So whilst speaking about all these things, we do understand, you got to get that combination right also. But when you're trying to fix something, there is always a chance that you will miss out on something that is not broken as well. So we are prepared for it. It's not like we don't know or we are not aware for it. It's just that you got to be mindful of what you do and try and use my resources, whatever is available to me at the best I can. So there will be a chance when you play with 6 bowlers, there will be a chances of some guys not finishing their full 10 overs. So you got to just see what the conditions are, who's bowling well on that particular day, try and see how you can utilize. 6 bowlers obviously can't bowl 10 overs, right? So you got to try and see what suits the bowler on that given day the best and who's bowling the best on that given day. There will be a time where, spinners will not bowl 20 overs of their full quota. So you just got to be mindful of that.
No, please. No,
बैलेंस और ऑप्शंस ये 2 चीज इंपॉर्टेंट रहती है टीम सिलेक्शन में। तो एज चेयरमैन ऑफ सिलेक्टर्स और कैप्टन हम वो दोनों की चीज के ऊपर हैप्पी और सेटिस्फाइड।
हाँ, देखिए हम लोग खुश है काफी, क्योंकि यही हमारे पास इसी तरीके से हम बेस्ट बैलेंस और डेप्थ क्रिएट कर सकते थे। हमारे पास 3 ऑलराउंडर है टीम में, 4 सीमर है, 7 बैट्समैन है, तो आई डोंट थिंक इससे ज़्यादा हम कुछ कर सकते थे. जितना भी जो भी अवेलेबल है हमारे पास, हमने उसको पूरे तरीके से सोचकर ये स्क्वाड बनाया, जिससे हमको थोड़ा सा डेप्थ भी मिल सके, स्पिनिंग ऑप्शन मिल सके और बॉलिंग ऑप्शन भी मिल सके. तो आई थिंक हमारे लिए ये बेस्ट कॉम्बिनेशन था.
Both of you, considering the rate of form what Ishan Kishan is showing, will there be any possibility of playing both KL Rahul and Ishan Kishan?
There will be possibility, yes. Why not? Everyone's available to play. As long as everyone's available to play, everyone's fit to play. You know, the selection depends on, like I said, the opposition that we play, the current form. Players who have done well under pressure, those things do matter, because it's not just about getting some scores. How you get those runs also is quite important. Like for Ishan's confidence, the last game that he played was brilliant. Like under pressure, batting at number 5 for the first time, left-hander gives us another dimension. All those things, we consider all that factor before we make our playing 11. So I want everyone to be fit and everyone to be available on that particular day. Then we'll make the choices, whoever is possibly the best guys to go and take on the opposition on that day.
Well, on behalf of the media, can we wish you all the best for the World Cup, please?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, Hardik, to both of you. बाकी टीम में बहुत सारे जैसे लेफ्टी होंगे, तो इस पे आपने सोचा था कि मैचअप रने तो कोई ऑप्शन हो जाए, किसी के नाम सुंदर या अश्विन, किसी के नाम की कंफर्मेशन?
चर्चा तो होती है, क्योंकि आप बेस्ट बैलेंस देखना चाहते हो. इवेंचुअली आपको डिसाइड करना है कि इस टीम को क्या वो बेटर करते इस वक्त. दिस गिव्स अस द बेस्ट बैलेंस. जैसे कहा कि रोहित ने अभी कहा कि बैटिंग डेप्थ मिलती है थोड़ी, एंड विच इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. डिस्कशंस होता है. कुलदीप टेक्स द बॉल अवे एनीवे लेफ्ट हैंडर से, और I mean there's still quality in the attack. If you have quality bowlers, they will find a way against whatever opposition you play. So I think पहले जैसे कहा कि ये हमारा बेस्ट बैलेंस हमें देता है to try and do well in this World Cup, and we've got full faith.
Last two questions here by Mahmood.
रोहित भाई, जब भी इंडियन टीम पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ खेलती है तो एक ही चर्चा, अगर इंडियन टीम अच्छा नहीं कर पाती तो ऐसा माहौल बना दिया जाता है पाकिस्तान की तरफ से.
World Cup press conference. The World Cup related press conference.
नहीं, वर्ल्ड कप से पूछ रहा हूँ. लेकिन 2015 वर्ल्ड कप में हमने देखा है, 2019 वर्ल्ड कप में देखा है कि हम जब भी खेले हमारे अच्छे रन आए हैं. तो जो माहौल बनाया जाता है बाहर की तरफ से, उस बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
पहली बात, मैं कितने बार बोल चुका हूँ ये चीज. बाहर क्या होता है हम लोग को सिर्फ नहीं फर्क पड़ता है यार, क्योंकि हमारा काम कुछ और है. हमारा काम ये नहीं है कि बाहर का माहौल देखो, बाहर के माहौल के हिसाब से खेलो. सारे लड़के प्रोफेशनल हैं, सारे लड़के जो टीम में है वो ये सब चीजें उन्होंने देख चुके हैं, तो आई डोंट थिंक इट मेक्स अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस. और मेरे को अभी वर्ल्ड कप में भी ये सब सवाल मत पूछना जब हम प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे ना इंडिया में कि ये माहौल हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, क्योंकि उसका जवाब नहीं दूंगा मैं अभी, क्योंकि इट डजंट मेक सेंस टू कीप टॉकिंग अबाउट इट, बिकॉज आवर फोकस इज समथिंग एल्स एंड वी वुड लाइक टू एज अ टीम फोकस ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग.
Yes. Rohit, both of you talked about the balance towards overall strength, batting, bowling, all. Now, looking back 2 years ago, there was so much talk about Hardik Pandya. How happy are you that he's come to that last World Cup and so well, bowling well, and also batting so well. How happy? But the value he legs there is tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. I mean, you saw the quality in the last game against Pakistan, under pressure, both of them, Ishan and Hardik, put their hand up and got the team to a good score. And obviously, adds a lot to the bowling side of our scheme of things as well, because, can bowl quick, can bowl that hard lengths, has bowled well in the last one and a half years for us. So, a complete package, to be honest, for us. So, his form will be crucial for us, because some guy who does both the things, bowls and bats for the team, obviously are going to be quite important. And the way he batted in the last game shows that, he's got a very mature head on his shoulder, because that was a good knock to watch from the outside under pressure. So these are good qualities of good batsmen. And in the last year or so, he's come up really well with the bat. And then obviously his bowling has been good as well. So that form of Hardik is going to be quite important for us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Mr. J.K. Arora joins in. He's the chairman of Som Distilleries. The stock is up by 0.7% right now. Good morning to you, Mr. Arora, and thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. A bit about your company to all our viewers. The company was founded in 1993, and Som Distilleries is the leading manufacturer